Welcome back to Chicago Cars Direct. Today we're going to spend some time with one of my personal favorites. This is a 2006 Porsche 911 Carrera S. At the very rear of the 911S, you're going to find a 3.8 liter flat six engine. Now, the way this car is tuned, it makes 355 horsepower. It's 0.2 of a liter larger than all the other 911s in this range, which gives it a lot of low-end torque, but that's a lot of horsepower out of a car of this size. But these cars are bulletproof, reliable. This is mated to the optional Tiptronic automatic transmission, which is a 5-speed auto, routed to the rear wheels, as it is a C2S. But stunning condition. It's got 33,000 miles on it, but shows as a brand new car. It's one owner. But we'll take a walk around it, show you what it is, and take it for a spin. Take a look under the bonnet here. That's right, bonnet. Find the trunk area here. It's a pretty deep well. You can see you got the rear floor mats in here. The fronts are already in the car. We'll show you with that picture right there. I've also got the full set of Porsche owner's manuals right in here with the original factory build sheet there. And inside this small hatch, you're going to find the optional Porsche 6-disc CD changer. Just taking a walk around the Carrera S. I really don't have any damage to speak of. The car's really been so well cared for. It came to us in this condition. Didn't really need a whole lot of love, but no real stone chips or anything. Nothing I can at least point out that the camera would see. I'm sure you got a couple blemishes in the clear coat if I really got down to it, but it really is in excellent shape. You do have a factory xenon headlamp. They're bi-xenons, which means your high-end low beam is a xenon lamp. Walk around to the driver's side, you've got the optional 19-inch sport design wheel, as they call this. Now you got a red caliper in there as well. That is indicative of the S model, unless you upgrade to the ceramics, which gives you a yellow caliper. But these are a fresh set of Michelin Pilot Sports, and the size up front here is a 235/35 ZR19. Probably about 80%, maybe even 90% of that tire there. Look down the side rockers, everything's perfectly clean. You've got the clear cover here that they put on all the 911s just to protect the wheel fender there. Let's see what we got here. 19s as well, 295/30 ZR19. That's a pretty big wheel, and you can see the red caliper again. But walking around to the rear, you've got the optional rear wiper on the window there, Carrera S badging, and the quad outlet exhaust that is indicative of the S model as well. And then coming around to the passenger side, it's stunning all the way down. Virtually a brand new car. The interior on this Carrera S is virtually perfect. Usually the bolsters will show a little bit of wear. That just shows how well they're cared for. I don't have anything to show you. Side airbags you'll see in here. This is the, I believe, sand beige interior, as they call it, over the guard's red exterior. But the thing I love about the 911 is when you get in and out of it, it's a very usable car. It feels conventional in a way. And actually, when Dave and I were out the other day, we were just cruising along in this, and we go, man, you know, when we're outside and we actually see a Carrera S, like we go, wow, that's a cool looking car. It's so easy to drive, you almost forget that you're in a car of this caliber. But just look at some of the appointments. You've got the tilt and telescope wheel, Tiptronic shift buttons right here. On the door here, you'll find memory for the driver, as well as the badge for the phenomenal Bose sound system, and have a little bit of storage right there in the doors. You do have two rear seats in the back of the 911. I have sat back here, that's not a joke. I'm not going to tell you that they're very comfortable for long trips, but what the beautiful part of them is that they function as what they call a parcel shelf. I believe each of these sides here is good for 100 pounds. It gives you a lot more cargo room in the rear here, and you do have the individual ports for the Bose bass reflex system. I can feel that flat six sweetly idling behind me, but you know, when you sit up in this car, it is really all business. It's very comfortable. You don't, like I said before, you don't really know you're in a world-class sports car because it does everything so easily. It's got the build quality, I would say, of a Mercedes-Benz. And I always love when people say, yeah, I don't really like Porsche 911s. And I always say, hey, it's because you haven't really driven one. But great layout, everything's right to the touch where it should be, which is why ergonomics are such a huge part of the Porsche philosophy. It's always function before form, which is why it's kind of got a strange oblong shape, but they haven't changed it for over 40 years. But very conventional. We've got obviously turn signal wipers, cruise control, xenon headlamps up front. But then in the center here, you've got PCM, which is Porsche Communications Management. This does control the Bose sound system, which is individual CD here, as well as the 6-disc up front. Take a look below that. Down here, you're going to find heated seats for the front occupants, as well as an automatic climate control, just set it and forget it. The S model, you do have variable height rear wing, which we showed you earlier. Just hit that button, it'll actually pop right up. But one of the more remarkable features is this button right here. If you go ahead and hit that, it's going to take you to Porsche Active Suspension Management, PASM. What it does is it's actually going to, it'll amp the throttle response. It's going to stiffen the suspension to the point where it'll feel like you're riding a skateboard, which in turn actually amplifies the steering. It gives you so much feedback. It's not an easy ride. It really does ride hard, but it is a very raw driving experience. You're really connected with the car. Any of your inputs are immediately communicated. Back of that, you've got the 5-speed Tiptronic. Drop it and drive, and it's a normal 5-speed automatic transmission. Pop it over to the manual mode though, and you can use these buttons here to shift. Push it down to downshift, push it up to upshift on both sides. And then right above me, you've got the Alcantara roof liner with a power moonroof right out of the factory. Out on the road in the Carrera S, especially with the Tiptronic, it's a very effortless car to drive. It really is comfortable. I'm going to turn the sport suspension off. We don't really need that right now because it does really change the character of the car. But you know, as a GT car, meaning Grand Touring, you could very easily take a companion in yourself for a cross-country trip in this, and not have to worry about any dependability issues, not have to worry about comfort. Or long-term durability for that matter, because it really is a very comfortable car to spend some time in. Hence the reason a lot of people do a 2-year lease on these and get a new one every 2 years and just cycle through, because they put a lot of miles on them, but they use them every day. And you know, I can't imagine that should I ever arrive at that level, that this probably would be one of the first big acquisitions of mine. I would take this over the 996 Turbo, not to insult that car, but the torque you have, holy cow, I mean, it just launches right out of the pocket. The brakes are awesome, and it's got the solidity of a Mercedes-Benz. You don't have any creaks or rattles. Here, we'll even go over the speed bump a little quick. I'll hit it kind of hard. See? Look at that. No creaks, no rattles, nothing. And it just... That's awesome. What a sound. Alright, we're going to venture out and do our famous on-ramp from it. Here's starting out in first gear. This is the rear weight bias. Puts the power down so well in a two-wheel drive. Wow. Oh, Lord, are we coming in here fast. You can't imagine how fast this thing is, but we're dialed into the sport mode. I've got the stability management still on, which is not cutting me off at all as we're really hanging it here. But this is where the rear weight bias comes into play. As you put it down, it drops the weight to the back of the car, and literally you can launch right out. Oh, is that amazing? Alright, as we normally do, this will show you how the torque is in this thing. I'll manually go down to 2, and here we go. That torque is unreal, and the car just wants to dig right back into it. It's all about speed. Everything in this car is all about speed. You know what's amazing about this car? It loves when you do that. Listen, it hangs the gear because it's just waiting for your input again. It's like, come on, do it again, do it again, do it again. The thing just loves to wind up, and it never feels like you're stressing the car. You can tell it really enjoys ripping off redline shifts because it just doesn't slip. The precision of this car is so amazing. That's what really gives it this overall, I don't want to say over-engineered, because over-engineered would take the actual feel out of the car. I would say perfectly engineered in a way. But we're cruising along on, you know, just a regular road here, and it's as comfy as any car I know of. And these seats, while they're not terribly cushy, you can tell they're designed to minimize fatigue on long trips, because I've taken some long trips in 911s and they're really comfortable for long trips, which is why I would stress how cool it is. You know, if you have the means to drive one of these every day, it will not disappoint you. They say Porsche, there is no substitute. This is probably, I mean, here, you can step up to the turbo for a lot more money. This car, in my mind, has 8/10 of what the turbo is for significant savings, just because that engine's got so much torque. You don't need anything to force it to make any more, meaning it's just naturally aspirated. But for a car in this condition with everyday drivability, including the rear Tiptronic with an S, it's a remarkable value. And I'm sorry, if you don't like 911s, I can respect that, but this really is an engineering marvel. They haven't changed it over the years because it's been such a success. So, got some info here, auto check report, Carfax report, and vehicle detail from Porsche. The Carfax shows a one-owner vehicle. For some reason, the auto check shows a two-owner, but it does show only one title event, so I would imagine that's a misprint of some sort, but it does show as a one-owner vehicle. 3 years and 8 months of ownership here in the great state of Illinois. But squeaky clean, no previous accident history, clean title obviously. From Porsche, the car is a guards red over sand beige leather, power seat package, Tiptronic S, self-dimming mirrors, heated front seats, 19-inch sport design wheels, rear wiper, tire pressure monitoring system, Bose high-end sound, 6-disc CD changer, black mats with Porsche lettering. The MSRP on this car when new, $91,525. No small chunk of change, and you can have it today for almost 50% off. But check out a lot more pictures of this car on our website. You'll find us at chicagocarsdirect.com. After that, visit our YouTube channel. You'll find it at youtube.com/chicagocarsdirect. Thanks for spending some time with us and this stunning German beast. We'll see you soon.